Hi there, and welcome to our eBay Dropshipping Business Starter course. Do you want to work from anywhere in the world? Do you want to make a full-time income and only work part-time? Do you want to work whenever you want? Do you want to be your own boss? No more working as an employee. Have you ever considered an e-commerce and eBay dropshipping business? Are you open to learning how to master dropshipping quickly and easily? If your answer to these questions is yes, then this course is for you. A little bit about us. Aviv Malka is a top-rated and platinum-level eBay power seller and business coach. Just to show you how this works, Aviv has sold nearly $400,000 worth of products on eBay, and that's only one of the businesses that he runs. David Levine is an eBay entrepreneur, trainer, and coach, and also happens to be a native English speaker in the team, so you'll be hearing more of his voice during the course. Together, we've created for you the eBay Dropshipping Business Starter course. So what are you going to be able to do by the end of the course? You'll understand the core concepts of the dropshipping business model. You'll be able to open and set up an eBay seller's account. You'll be able to open and set up a PayPal account. You will set up your eBay business policies. You will source hot products from Amazon for reselling on eBay. You will list Amazon products in your eBay account. And you'll use dropshipping software to take your business to another level. Bye for now, and join us in the next lecture.
Hello everyone, my name is Liran, and I am the second instructor for this course alongside Aviv. I've been dropshipping for over 5 years now, and I've had great success, and I cannot wait to share my knowledge with you and help you succeed on your dropshipping journey too. So you will notice that some of these lessons will be guided by Aviv, while other lessons will be guided by me, all in all creating a great structural form for this course to help you run, manage, and succeed with your dropshipping business. If you have any questions in any one of these lectures, let us know in the comments below and we will personally answer them and even add more content to keep this course updated and help you succeed in the long term. Best of all, enjoy this course and I will see you in the lessons to come.
Hi there. You've probably heard about dropshipping and how one can make money in their spare time working from home. But you aren't sure exactly what it is, this dropshipping method. So in this lecture, I'm going to explain to you the dropshipping business model and what it is. According to Wikipedia, dropshipping is a supply chain management technique in which the retailer does not keep goods in stock, but instead transfers customer orders and shipment details to either the manufacturer, another retailer, or a wholesaler, who then ships the goods directly to the customer. This means that you, the eBay seller, will not hold on to any stock in your home or in a warehouse or wherever it might be. Not only that, you don't even pay out the money in advance. Instead, you wait until the customer buys from you an item on the website, on eBay, and only then will you pay the source to ship the item directly to your customer. To make it a little bit clearer, take a look at this graphic. Here's you, the reseller, on the left. You look for good items to sell from all kinds of retailers like Walmart, Amazon, Home Depot, and you list them on eBay. When your buyer finds something that they like, they will pay you through PayPal. You then send the money and the order to your dropshipping source, let's say Amazon, who will ship the product directly to the buyer, not to you, directly to the buyer, as if you yourself had sent the item to the buyer. Your profit then will be the difference between what the buyer pays you, which includes also your PayPal and eBay fees, and what you pay your dropshipper, Amazon, let's say. This is called arbitrage, when you're the middleman or middlewoman in between the source and your buyer on eBay. One should know that there's only a small profit margin usually with each item, but it's a numbers game. The more items you list, the more you sell. The more you sell, the more you make at the end of the day. That's it for now. See you next lecture. Hi everybody. In this lecture, you will learn how to set up your addresses in the eBay account. On the top left where you have your name, you press account settings. And on the left, you have the addresses. If you'll notice, there are two addresses, your main contact address and your primary shipping address. The main contact address is simply so eBay can keep contact with you, and also to prove your identity. The primary shipping address is when you buy items on eBay, that's where they're going to send it to. So it might be your home or your business address, whatever. When you're working in drop shipping, the shipping address will not be the same as the one which you have registered in your account, because the shipping address will be your source company. For example, Amazon, it'll be their address. So when a buyer wants to return an item to you, they won't send it to your house, especially if you're not living in the United States. They'll send it to your source. Nevertheless, you're still going to put in these two addresses, which are usually the same, your home or personal business address. And as for the returns for drop shipping, that you'll set up in the eBay account at a later stage. That's it for now. See you in the next lecture.
What's up everybody, hope you're all having a wonderful day today. My name is Liran from AutoDS. I'm the content manager and I've also been dropshipping for the last several years. And in this video, I want to talk to you guys about a cool update that's about to come out. And this one is going to actually give us a real good solution to everything that's going to happen with eBay's managed payment system, which has been rolling out for the last year in the US and will soon roll out to everyone that's selling outside of the US. So with that being said, and without further ado, what is this update all about? Have you guys ever heard of Payoneer? If you haven't heard of them, it's an online bank account, online payment provider system, just like PayPal and others that we have. So Payoneer is another online payment solution where you can link your bank account. You're actually getting a virtual bank account from Payoneer when you log into your account, when you register for a Payoneer account. They'll provide you with bank accounts that you can use to transfer money to, and from there you can link your own bank account to those virtual bank accounts and get your money from there. So Payoneer has been one of the solutions for dropshippers for sending payments, or not just dropshippers, but anyone with an e-commerce business. But the point here is Payoneer is now synchronizing with eBay. They have connected, they formed a partnership. And what that means is as soon as we get an email that we need to join eBay's managed payment system, we'll also get a link in that email to link it with Payoneer, to register to Payoneer, create the account there. And for those of you who have an account, you'll be able to use your existing account. And what this means is we're going to get paid right at the same minute when we're receiving the payment from our buyers. So there won't be any delay when it comes to receiving payments. Also, we're only going to need to pass verification one time on Payoneer, and then we can use that on multiple eBay accounts. So one verification process, and go ahead and open 10, 20 eBay accounts, however many stores you want to have. You won't need to pass a verification for each and every one of them. Since Payoneer is now linked with eBay, just like PayPal was linked with eBay up until today, and your verification on PayPal worked on eBay too, now your verification on Payoneer is going to work on all of your eBay stores. So multiple eBay stores, no problem with the managed payment system. And this has been one of the most frequently asked questions for people who haven't joined the managed payment system, but they know that soon they'll have to. So eBay stated that international dropshippers will have to join the managed payment system throughout 2021. Today we're in May. I heard that they already started sending these managed payment system to international sellers since the beginning of March. I haven't received my email yet, and you will definitely be updated when I do. And I'll show you how I'm going to take every step of that process and how to get everything done. Let me show you guys an example of how everything is going to work. As you can see here, we got the partnership between Payoneer and eBay, which is a great thing. And for those of you who don't know, Anyone who's been using the Fulfilled by AutoDS system to fulfill your orders automatically, you can load your managed payments with PayPal, and you can also load your managed payments with Payoneer. Now, Payoneer has a much lower fee for sending and receiving payments, much lower than PayPal. So for anyone with a Payoneer account and you've opted into the Fulfilled by AutoDS service, I definitely recommend that you use the Payoneer service to transfer your funds and manage your balance. So back to the partnership. Payoneer and eBay now form that partnership. Let's see what that is all about. So first of all, they start off by saying that after you receive the invitation from eBay, you'll get a link that will allow you to join Payoneer or link your existing Payoneer account. So read that email and connect your Payoneer account or register for a new one. Now, once you complete the onboarding process, you'll still be receiving payments from PayPal, and everything will still work with PayPal until you finished 100% of the migration process. So if you've just registered for Payoneer now and you're trying to connect it to the managed payment system, but you haven't received the verification yet, you'll still be receiving payments through PayPal, so do not worry about that. Now, I talked about the identification process for Payoneer. So if you're an existing user on Payoneer and you've already passed the verification center, you may not have to pass the verification anymore, but you never know, Payoneer may ask for verification once again. For individuals, it's actually really easy. You can verify yourself by showing a national ID, a passport, or a driver's license, and a proof of residence, which is done by showing a bank statement or a credit card statement, something that shows your first name, last name, and your address, which matches what you wrote on Payoneer in your account details. For companies, the verification process is a little bit longer. You need to provide more verified documents. So read what you need to do. I'll leave a link right below this video to this page, and also to register to Payoneer and get a $25 bonus once you have transferred $1,000 to or from your account. So use that link and get that 25% bonus. It is definitely worth it, and it's free money on the table. So the biggest advantages that we're going to get here from signing up to Payoneer or using our existing account and linking that with our managed payment system is, once again, getting paid much faster, much easier through eBay. All of the payments will simply go to our Payoneer account, and we will be able to withdraw it to our local bank account. You can also use those funds to make free VAT payments, make business payments, send payments to anyone else with a Payoneer account, and also easily manage your business's purchases, like I mentioned before, using the Fulfilled by AutoDS service, loading your managed balance through there. So AutoDS will fulfill your orders using your Payoneer funds, and the fees there will be very low. So once again, there's a lot of advantages, and this is very good news for anyone around the world who was always wondering what's going to happen once I get that email that I need to join that managed payment system, and I really won't know what to do and how to put up with it. So stay tuned. I'll let you know when I'll get that email. I'll show you guys every step of the way, every step of the process. And once again, there is nothing to worry about. All of the problems, all of the questions, I will answer all of them, and we will always stay on top of everything. Great solution for the managed payment system, so do not worry when you get that mail. Thank you for watching. Always stay updated and stay one step ahead of the game. Here I got the email, Dear Liran, we're pleased to notify you that you can now register to have your payments managed by eBay. Managed payments is a big step towards making eBay simpler, more modern managed marketplace, and so forth. Let's get you registered, and they gave me a deadline to register by June 18th, 2021. Register by the deadline so that your account will stay active, in other words. Let's get you registered. First, connect a Payoneer account, provide an existing account or create a new one, sync your eBay and Payoneer profiles, enter your credit card information, and submit your registration information. So I already got all of this taken care of. I pre-recorded the process, so let's go ahead and see every step of the way. First thing that I did was I clicked register now. Of course, that link was in my email, and as soon as I clicked on the link in my email, I was taken to this page. And if you did not get the email by eBay yet to register for Payoneer payments, then your time has still not come. It will probably come soon, so this will be the process. Get the email, click on the link to start now, and you will be taken to this page. Do you have an existing Payoneer account for this person? So either you have an existing Payoneer account, and if you don't have one, I'll leave a link right below this video so that you can register for your Payoneer account and get a $25 bonus as soon as you reach $1,000 in transferred funds, and more reduced fees inside your Payoneer account using the link right below this video. In this case, I am a registered user on Payoneer, so I clicked on yes, sign in. Don't click on no, create one. Use the link once again below this video and then create your account. Then come back here and click yes, sign in, that you do have an existing Payoneer account. Now you'll be prompted to log into your Payoneer account, so enter your login information and sign in. Then you'll get this pop-up. You're on your way to receiving your payments from eBay via Payoneer. So go ahead and click on login. Over the next few weeks, you'll continue receiving your eBay payments as usual as we take you through the onboarding process for eBay sellers. During this time, you can continue using your Payoneer account to pay and get paid globally. So once you finish the verification process, that is not the end. Wait until eBay finally shakes hands with Payoneer and your account, and they will connect you to Payoneer. Right now we're just registering ahead of time so that when the time comes, our accounts won't be put on hold, they won't get blocked, and we'll move from PayPal to Payoneer smoothly. So I'm going to go ahead and click on login. And as you see here, eBay pulled all of my information from Payoneer, and it's showing me my account information here, the owner details with my name, my address, my date of birth, my government ID, and everything else that I already submitted on Payoneer. Next, you have the credit card information. Here, eBay wants your credit card information, so when they charge you for your monthly invoice or any other charge that they want to charge you with, if they cannot charge you with the funds that you have on your Payoneer account because you don't have enough funds, for example, on your Payoneer account, they will want another backup payment method to charge you with. So I went ahead and filled in all of my information, my first name, my last name, my credit card details, my billing address. Once you're done with all of that, click on continue. Then you'll have the submit request form. So here, just click on submit request. And what it's going to do here is simply take all of the information that you provided in the first 4 steps that we see here, and it will submit it to Payoneer. So as you see here, I got the message, you're on the list. You'll soon get to experience a new way to sell and get paid on eBay. Once we confirm your identity and business info, we'll email you and notify you in my eBay messages before activating your account for managed payments. When your account is activated, we'll automatically update all of your listings to reflect the different ways buyers can pay. Then you can enjoy all of the benefits that come with the managed payments. So this is the last step in this scenario. Now, when you log into Payoneer for the first time, you may be asked to submit some identification info like a government issued ID. Submit all of the information that they want. It's usually really easy stuff. So the first step, of course, would be to register for your own Payoneer account and not use eBay's link. Once again, use the link below this video to enjoy benefits like getting $25 on your first $1,000 of transferring in your account and lower fees when transferring funds from PayPal to Payoneer. So if you want to enjoy those benefits, just use that link. That's the last time I'm going to say it in this video. And once you create your Payoneer account, go to your verification center, fill in whatever verification they want, and only after that, click on the link that you got from eBay's mail, which I showed you a couple of minutes ago in this video, and start the registration process. Now, once I did all of that, I got an email from Payoneer asking me to add more verification documents. Let me show you that email. We need additional information to proceed. So once again, step by step. First, I had an existing Payoneer account. Then I registered for the managed payments. Then I got this email to verify my information with Payoneer. So in this case, I already passed a verification with them a couple of years ago when I created this account by just showing them my government issued ID. Here they want more verification documents since we are talking about syncing between Payoneer and eBay, but it was really simple stuff. Let me show you. So here's my Payoneer account. What I'm going to do is hover over settings and click on the verification center. So that's the same as clicking on this link here in the mail where Payoneer told me that they want additional information to proceed. We're ready to start collecting the information and documents required for your eBay onboarding. So they got the message from eBay that I sent my info. We want more information, go to the verification center. And here at the verification center, you see that I have no open requirements because I filled in all of my verification requirements. But if I click on history, you can see what I've done in the past. So what I had to do was a couple of things. The first one was to edit my profile because my eBay account was a business account and my Payoneer account was a personal account. So it was harder to change the Payoneer's account from personal to business. You need to create a new account for that. And I already have my account set up. So I just went on eBay and I changed my account from business back to personal. It doesn't really make any difference. And then I was able to pass that verification. As you see here, it's approved. And the other one was a bank document. So that's what they actually wanted. They wanted me to send a bank documentation to show them that I am who I say I am, that my address matches the address that I have on my Payoneer account and on my eBay account, my name, of course. So I sent them what they asked for and I got approved on the same day. Now they may take a couple of days to approve your requests. Right now they're getting a whole bunch because of this whole transition. So be patient with them. They will get to your verification and they will approve you if, of course, you sent the right documents. And if you see here other things that are from 1 year ago and 2 years ago, it's not that relevant, these things under review. It's just more things that I tried on the verification, but I didn't really have to, so it just kind of got stuck there. I don't need it for anything, so don't worry about that. And the national ID, which I did tell you that I did a couple of years ago, June 2019, and today we're in the middle of June 2021, so it's been a couple of years since then. So that's all that was required from me. Once I got this verification, I got another email from eBay, and it looked like this. Hi Liran, thanks for your patience and cooperation. We're happy to let you know that your Payoneer account is ready to start receiving eBay payments. eBay will let you know when to expect them. So as I said, you're submitting everything that's asked from you, everything that's requested ahead of time, so that when the time comes, you know that everything will work smooth and you can continue with your dropshipping business. You may receive this email multiple times if you have multiple eBay stores and you registered them too. Once you start receiving your eBay payments, they'll be deposited in your corresponding Payoneer balance, and from there you'll be able to withdraw funds to your bank account, pay your suppliers, and more. Please know that we may ask you for additional information. They haven't done that, and I got this email more than 2 weeks ago. Today is June 17th. We can't wait to help you grow your global business. So right now I'm just a sitting duck, but I know that everything is fine, and I will show you guys once the account was successfully connected and how to work with Payoneer. What's up everybody? Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. My name is Liran from AutoDS. I'm the content manager, and I've also been dropshipping for the last several years. And in this video, I want to talk to you guys about eBay's managed payment system with Payoneer, how everything works, how the whole payment system works, how much fees we have to pay compared to PayPal, how we can get the money, when we get the money, and how we can use the money in our Payoneer account to withdraw to our bank account, pay other services, for example, the Fulfilled by AutoDS service, if you're having AutoDS fulfill your orders, and so much more. So let's get right with it. One sec before that, if you haven't connected your eBay account to Payoneer yet, I'll leave a link right below this video, and I'll also leave a link at the end of this video, and another one talking about this update in general. If you haven't heard about it yet, go watch those videos and then come back to this one once your accounts are connected. So let me show you my eBay account. First thing that you need to do is head over to your seller hub, and of course this is only after you succeeded with the connection process. So what you want to do is on the top right, go to my eBay and click on selling to get to the seller hub that we see over here. Then you want to click on payments up here. Now as you see, we didn't have the screen before when we were working with PayPal, but now everything is being managed through eBay. So let's see what we have here. First, we have the available funds. These are funds that are ready for me that eBay still hasn't paid me yet. Then there's an invoice. This is the old way of working, where eBay would issue an invoice once a month with all of your final value fees, all of your promoted listing fees, and every other fee that you're paying for eBay. You would get an invoice once a month. Be sure to have enough money on your PayPal account to pay for that invoice. But now everything is being deducted in advance, so you won't be surprised by any invoice at the end of the month, and then you'll have to go into it, check everything, see that everything is okay, which is a little bit more of a hassle. So this invoice, these $80, is what I had left from the month before when I was still working with PayPal. I used to make one-time payments every week or two, and I only have $80 left to pay there, so that's no problem. We don't need to worry about that anymore. What we need to worry about is the following. First, you have the available funds. Then your next payout is scheduled for July 1st. Now today is June 30th while I'm recording this video. And as you see here on the settings on the right side, I have my payout schedule to be daily, which means I want eBay to send me my payments every day. Now it does take them a couple of days to send you the payments for the orders that you are getting. So for example, if I'm getting an order on my store today, I'm going to get those funds in 2 days from now. This means that you will need to pay for your orders 2 days in advance. So if you know that you're making $500 in sales in a couple of days, make sure that you can pay for those orders, because you won't be getting the customer's money before those 2 days are up. So you need once again to pay in advance for 2 days on all of your orders. So make sure that you have enough on your Payoneer account or on your PayPal account if you're still loading payments through the managed system from PayPal. So let's see exactly what we have here. Over here, you see all of the recent transactions. If I click on see all, we will see all of the transactions that I've had ever since I've connected Payoneer with eBay. So here's all of the transactions. And let's move on to the second page, the oldest transactions, or the first transactions that I had after the connection process. So as you see here, I have a whole bunch of orders. Sorry for the blurred screen, guys. I know that you cannot see what items I'm selling. You can definitely understand why we need to blur out these pictures. I have more than enough dropshippers copying my items as it is. So you can see the funds here on the right side. For example, I had one order totaling $509.97. eBay deducted $72 from that order in advance. So they're not going to invoice me 1 month from now for this order and for any other order. They already deducted it in advance. And out of those $510, they sent $437.90 to my Payoneer account from just this transaction. Now, if you want to see exactly why they deducted $72, you can simply click on transaction details here on the left side. And here is what we can see now on the transaction details. First, you have the date when the buyer paid, which is June 21st. eBay processed the payment on June 21st, and the funds were available on June 22nd, one day later. And then they simply sent the funds to my Payoneer account. I saw it a day later there. That's why I'm saying that I'm seeing the funds 2 days after I'm getting the order. Let's break down the fees and see exactly why they deducted $72 from an order totaling $509.97. So here are the fee details. As you can see, we have a final value fee, which is something that always existed. eBay would take an average of 9.15% from the old method, but now today they're taking 11.7%. But do not forget that eBay used to take 9.15%, and PayPal used to take another 3.4 to 4.4% depending on your location. When you put these two together, you would get to your break even. So it used to be 9.15 plus 4.4. In my example, since I'm an international seller, 9.15 final value fee from eBay plus another 4.4% from PayPal used to sum up to a 13.55% break even before taxes and other things. So this is something that I knew that I had to take in advance when I was selling with eBay and PayPal. But today, it's not totaling 13.55%. As you can see here, we got 11.7% final value fee raised from 9.15, and another international fee. Since I'm an international seller, I don't reside in the United States. I am a US citizen, but since I don't live in the US, I pay another 1.3% final value fee on top of that. International fee on top of the final value fee. So 11.7% plus 1.3% totals 13%. So that's 0.55% lower than what I used to pay for PayPal. It's only 0.5%, but it's still money at the end of the day. And the more money that you make, the more money that you're saving from that 0.5%. And as you see here, they're also taking another 30 cents from every transaction, no matter what percentages you are paying, which is the same thing that PayPal used to do. So no harm, no foul there. So if we take the total order, which was $170, the buyer bought a quantity of 3. We negotiated a best price. He agreed to that best price and bought 3 units, totaling $509.97. Out of that, eBay deducted 13% plus another 30 cents. They deducted $71.77. So there's another $5 missing here. And where are those $5? Let's go back to all of the transactions. And as you see, there is an ad fee for this order because I sold it from promoted listings. eBay deducted another $5.10 from that. So 66 plus 5 is 71. And as you see, that is exactly what eBay took here, or 72 if you add the other 30 cents and other cents value that I missed. But that is exactly how we got to that price. And that is exactly how the fees work. So go inside every order and see exactly what fees eBay took from you, what they deducted from you, see that it makes sense on your end. And then you'll know exactly what your break even needs to be and how much profit you're making at the end of the day. So as we can see here, we saved another 0.5% when compared to working with PayPal. So that is how the fees work. So as you see here, we see all of the transactions that we had, and you can also see your payouts. So let me show you the first payout that I got. Here I got a payout of $461 on one of the payouts that I got from eBay. Now I remind you guys, eBay is sending me payouts every single day. That is because I set a daily payout on eBay's settings that I showed you in the beginning of this video. So here is a payout that eBay sent. You can also click on that just like any other transaction that you had that I just showed you guys. So let's check out this payout. eBay created this payout on June 23rd. It was in progress on the same date, and they sent the funds on the same day. As we can see here, the total payout: received funds $461.09, funds on hold $0, funds released $0, payout amount $461.09. So I got every last penny from that transaction, and all of the orders that we have inside that transaction can be seen here. I know that you guys cannot see the products themselves, but you can see the dates, June 21st on this store, and the amount from every order. So we had some cheap orders, $10, $9, 15 orders, and we had a nice order of $510. So this payout amount came out to $461 after the fees here have been deducted from every transaction. That is how the payouts work, and that is how the fees work. Now let's check out how it looks on Payoneer. So let me log into my Payoneer account. We saw how we can see the transaction when clicking on payments. Once again, you have your available funds. So this is the next payout that I'm going to get. And here are the previous payouts. As you guys saw yesterday, June 29, today is the 30th. So yesterday, as you can see here, I got a payout of $267.65. So once again, I'm getting the payouts on a daily basis because I got the payout schedule here on the right side to be on the daily. I can also make it weekly or anything else, but I really don't see the reason for that. You want to get the money as soon as possible. There is no reason to have my money held at eBay or Payoneer or anyone else for that matter. Now let's go see how it looks on Payoneer. So here is Payoneer's website. I'm going to click on sign in to get into my account. Once again, I'm going to sign in. Okay, and here's my Payoneer dashboard. As we can see here, I got $385 that are completely free for me to use. I can pull them to my bank account, withdraw them. I can keep them for the managed payment system. And as you can see here, here are the transactions that I'm getting. So here is the payout that I'm getting from eBay. $267 was the last payout. Before that, I sent to lior@autods.com $200 and another $200 before that because I'm loading money onto the managed payment system because all of my orders are being fulfilled automatically. If you guys want to know how to fulfill your orders automatically without having any buyer accounts, without worrying about locked accounts, check out the link that I'll leave right below this video to the Fulfilled by AutoDS managed system. This way, all you have to do is load balance. You're paying 0% fee from transferring money from Payoneer accounts to Payoneer accounts. So there is 0 fee from doing that. Up until now, I used to pay 4% fee for every $100 that I'm transferring to pay for my orders because that's what PayPal used to take. Now with Payoneer, we're down to 0%. So from 4% to 0%, that's money at the end of the month. The more you buy, the more you purchase, the more you'll profit from that. So sending money from Payoneer to Payoneer comes at no cost. All I have to do is click on pay, make a payment to a recipient's Payoneer account, pay for free. Then I'll click on lior@autods.com, take from my USD balance, $200, purpose of payment, AutoDS managed, review, and confirm this payment. So transferring payments or making payments on Payoneer is very, very easy to do. Now let's see what else I can do with the funds that I have. So 1, I can send it to my managed payment system to pay for my orders. 2, well, I'm making profit here at the end of the day. So let's take that profit and withdraw it to our bank account. So what I'm going to do is click on withdraw. Here I can choose where to withdraw from. So my USD balance to my bank account. How much do I want to withdraw? Let's go with $300. Now here I have a fee of $5.40. That's a 1.8% fee that Payoneer takes when withdrawing to my bank account. It differs depending on your location, so check out Payoneer's fees, how much they're taking for the withdrawal. Let's just make sure that we got the right numbers here. So 300 minus 1.8% is $5.04, which is exactly what I'm seeing here. So I know that this is true. I know that that's exactly what they're taking. That's it. You can write a description, review, and then confirm the transaction. Once I click on withdraw, the money will get to my bank account, and that is how I can get all of my profits and withdraw them to the bank account that I specified on my Payoneer account. The last thing that I want to show you guys is the processing fees. So here we are back at eBay's page on the financial summary when we clicked on payments on the seller hub. As we know, we've got the available funds, which are funds that are going to be released to my account soon. And this number is building up as I get more sales throughout the day. Then I got my next payout scheduled for July 1st, which is tomorrow. And my last payout was sent on June 29th, which was yesterday. And as you can see here, we got $355.92 that are still processing from the sales that I had the other day. Then I've got the funds that I have on hold. So if a customer opens a case against me, that fund will be on hold. But since I don't have any funds on hold right now, everything is working fine. Everything is actually in processing, and if I click on that, I can see all of the transaction, all of the sales that are currently processing, which is everything that we see here from June 29th, which is just the other day. So these are the sales that I had Here's the amounts, as you can see here, $34 to $130, $28, $100. So we had some high ticket sales, we got some medium ticket sales, and we have a couple of low ticket sales, or maybe even one. So as you can see, this store is profiting well, it's connected with eBay and Payoneer, and everything is working fine. Just so you guys know, this is actually a very smooth and very streamlined process for managing our payments. I'm very happy that eBay actually made this partnership with Payoneer. It is making me pay less fees at the end of the day. I do have to wait 2 days to see the payments for the orders, but I have enough money to pay for the orders until those couple of days have passed, and then I start getting those funds into my account, using it to fulfill my orders once again, and the other half withdrawing to my bank account, because we're here to profit at the end of the day, and that is exactly what is happening.
Hi there. In this lecture, you'll learn all about setting up your business policies. Just like in a regular physical business where you have a store, that you have business policies, so too in eBay. When you run a business, you need to be consistent. You do things in a certain way all the time. Customers will be able to have the proper expectations, and they'll know when you can be relied upon. And also, if they have complaints, things will be clear when they are right and when you are right. So for example, in eBay, there are policies for shipping, payment, and returns. And we'll learn all about it partly in this lecture and in more detail in the following lectures. eBay, in fact, until now, used to have what is called business policies, standardized business policies, where you set them up once in your account, and it works for every single listing from then on. I'm not completely sure that the business policies in the eBay system still work as these do in the past. If they do, then this is what I'm going to explain to you. If not, I would suggest phoning eBay and ask them to set up your business policies that at least should be open for editing. Once it is opening for editing, then you go into your account, My eBay account, business policies, and that'll take you to where you have your standardized business policies, which you use for all your listings. In general, I would suggest you make a separate business policy for drop shipping items and a separate one for items which you send yourself or through your suppliers, which are not drop shipping. That's because you have different policies concerning returns, concerning how long it takes you to ship. If you're shipping something from your house, maybe you can do it in 1 day. But if you're doing drop shipping, you might have to commit yourself in a different way. If at the time of you seeing this video, eBay will not provide business policies, then you're simply going to have to set up each listing one by one in the way which I will explain in the coming lectures. However, whether business policies are automated or you need to do them every single listing by themselves, I strongly suggest that you create a business policy template. That means within the listing itself, where you write the description of the item, you will also write what you are committing to yourself to when you sell an item. Payment, shipping, and returns, and have this written as text within every single listing automatically. What I will explain in the coming lectures are how to set up in the system, so not only will the customer read it on your listing, but eBay will know that that is what you are committed to. And we will discuss it in detail in the following lectures. That's it for the introduction to business policies. Hi there. In this lecture, you'll learn how to set up your payment policy in the eBay system. Whether you're using standardized payment policies or whether you're setting up the payment policy within an individual listing, the results will be the exact same thing. Let's take a look at how it works. There are a number of options of payment when someone buys an item from you on eBay. There's PayPal, various credit cards, money order, cashier's check, personal check, and a few other options. It is strongly advised to accept only PayPal for sales on eBay. And that's because PayPal will protect you as a seller far more than the other option. For example, chargebacks. What is a chargeback? When somebody realizes that their credit card number has been stolen, for example, they were standing in the supermarket and an individual looked over their shoulder, copied their credit card information, and then used it to make a purchase online. If the owner of the card will then complain to the credit card company will stop the payment, and the seller is likely to lose their payment. With PayPal, on the other hand, even if someone complains that their PayPal account was hacked and somebody else made an order instead of them, PayPal will insure you as a seller, and you will still receive the money which you were paid, as long as you provide a valid tracking number for the order, which is proof that you shipped the item to the address which was written inside the PayPal order. You might have to wait a week or 2 or 3 while the PayPal is investigating this fraud charge. But in the end, as I said, as long as you have a tracking number in the order and you ship to the address written in the PayPal account, you are guaranteed to receive your payment. It's happened to me many times. I think on average once a month I have a chargeback, and since I always make sure to put in my tracking numbers, in the end the money comes back to me. This won't happen with a credit card. This definitely won't happen with a money order. There are times people send me a message and saying, will you accept a money order? Will you accept some sort of other international payment? And my answer is always no. Even though I might be losing customers, but I'd rather lose a couple of customers than gain more customers and lose a lot of money when somebody makes a chargeback claim against it or claims that the check was stolen. PayPal is secure and insured, and I strongly advise you using it only. That's it for your payment policy in eBay. See you in the next lecture.
These policies will simply let the buyers know when they can expect their packages and how long of a return window they have if they wish to return their package. So first things first, go to eBay Seller Hub, click on Business Policies, then click on Create Policy and Shipping. Then you'll get to this screen as you see here. Let me show it to you guys on my eBay account. Here's my eBay Seller account. I simply went to the Seller Hub, I clicked on Listings, and here on the left side you see that we have Business Policies. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And now I'm going to click on Create Policy and Shipping. So I'm creating a new shipping policy. This is going to be for all of the products that I import from Amazon. Policy's name, I can call it Amazon Shipping Policy. This is internal, it's just for us, so we'll know what policies we're looking at. Then in the domestic shipping, we're going to keep it on flat, same cost to all buyers. The service that we're going to offer here is expedited services. Expedited shipping, 1 to 3 business days. And this is how long it takes the product to reach the customer once they send us their order. Then you have handling time. So handling time is how long it takes you to provide a tracking number, or in other words, how long it takes Amazon to provide a tracking number. So the handling time is how long it took us to actually ship out the order. Here, we're going to keep it on 2 or even 3 business days. So if you're issuing out your orders right away, you can keep it on 2 business days. But if you're doing it manually and you're only doing it at a certain time in a day, then keep it on 3 business days just in case. Because if you miss this, then eBay is going to see it as a late shipment. And we don't want that. We don't want too many late shipments on our seller accounts. It will decrease the overall seller performance. So 2 to 3 business days depends on how fast you can provide tracking numbers. If you have no idea, start with 3. And if you see that you're providing tracking numbers within 1 or 2 days, then update it to 2 business days, as long as you don't have it on 4 or up, because this way eBay is going to give you fewer visibility for your listings, and that is not something that we are looking for. Then, as I mentioned, you have your services, how long it takes the package to reach the customer once the order was sent out. We're also looking at the handling time. So 2 business days plus 3 business days means that we have a total of 5 business days from the moment that we got the order to the moment that it needs to be delivered to our buyer's address. Now, you can use something not as good as expedited 1 to 3 day shipping. You can have 1 to 5 business days. Let me just find it really quick. Here, standard shipping 1 to 5 business days. This is if you're not so sure if the product is going to arrive on time. But when you're using automated fulfillment services to fulfill your orders, then as soon as the order comes in, it's going to be processed automatically by the system. In this case, you really have no problem with 1 to 3 business days here on expedited shipping, and that is going to give you much better visibility for your listing. So expedited shipping and 2 business days is really going to help you out a lot. More people are going to see your listing and more people are going to buy from you. Then you have the shipping costs. So we're going to fill in free shipping because we are not paying Amazon for shipping and we are not going to charge our customers for shipping either. This way, once again, our listings will be more visible than sellers who are charging for shipping. And even if you do have a shipping price on Amazon, even though it's not likely on Prime products, AutoDS also knows how to take the product price and the shipping price, put them together as a product price, and then you can still provide free shipping to your buyers and keep the same profit margin that you have set. Okay, next, what you want to do is scroll down. International shipping, you do not need to enable it. Then you have the exclude shipping locations. So here you want to exclude every shipping location that is not in the United States, which is pretty much everything that you see here. So make sure that everything is excluded and then save your shipping policy. So that is it for the shipping policy. Now let's talk about the return policies for Amazon. So we know that we have 30-day returns. Let's go back to the business policies, click on create policy, and this time return. So now we're creating a return policy. Give it a name, Amazon return policy. Okay, so domestic returns accepted. Yes, we accept domestic returns. After receiving the item, your buyer should contact you within 30 days. So I'm giving the buyer 30 days, which is exactly what Amazon is giving me, so it matches. Return shipping will be paid by the buyer. No, it will be paid by you, by the seller, because you do not need to pay anything. You have free returns by Amazon Prime. And we're going to give a replacement or exchange if they want, no problem. If the customer tells you, hey, okay, when the product returns, I want you to send me a replacement instead of a refund. So sure, no problem. Wait for the item to return and process the new order for him. International returns accepted. We don't need it because we're not offering international shipping. But if you do, if you're using the eBay GSP program or Hip Shipper or anything else, then definitely give them international returns according to what you can actually give. Okay, so save that, and that is your return policy. So we covered Amazon shipping policies and we covered Amazon return policies for eBay. What's up, everybody? Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. My name is Liran from AutoDS. I'm the content manager and I've also been dropshipping for the last several years. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to find best-selling products for your dropshipping stores using Amazon's best sellers. Now, you may ask yourself, how can I find products using something so vast, so general? If we look here at Amazon's best sellers, you can see that we have gift cards, which we cannot dropship, electronics, which we can, but not these products that are copyrighted and trademarked. Camera, photo products here, also not relevant. These are featured, these are trademarked products. Video games we cannot dropship. So how exactly are we going to find those products, and how will we know that it is going to sell, that these products are the right ones for our stores? We're going to get into all of that in just 1 minute. Stay tuned. Check out this video. We have a lot to go over and a lot to learn. So Amazon's best sellers. So here we are on the page, and as I just showed you guys, these products we cannot dropship. So how are we going to get to the right ones? So I want to talk to you guys about the best dropshipping categories that we can use inside Amazon's best sellers, and this will help us dive deep down inside these categories and their subcategories to finally find those products that will sell on our stores. As you see here, there's a whole bunch of categories on the left side on Amazon's best sellers. And if you guys don't know where Amazon's best sellers is, just go to Amazon's main page, and here on their top bar you have a bestsellers link. Simply click on that and you'll get to this page. As I said, on the left side we have all of the categories that we can use. All of these categories have Amazon bestsellers products inside, but which ones are relevant? So I'm going to switch really quick to our blog post about Amazon's bestsellers. Everything that I'm talking about in this video is right under this video. Check out the link, you'll go straight to the blog and you can see everything that I'm talking about in this video, but do stay tuned because I do have more valuable information in this video. So which categories are relevant for dropshipping? Here's the list from Amazon's bestsellers that are relevant. We got arts, crafts and sewing, automotive, baby products, beauty and personal care. Let me go back 1 second. In automotive, we're not selling cars, we're not dropshipping cars, but we're definitely dropshipping car parts and accessories. That is wonderful for the dropshipping business model. Let's go on. Cell phones and accessories. So We don't want to dropship cell phones. Most of them are trademark copyrighted, and reselling things like cell phones is not always our smartest move as dropshippers. I have never dropped a phone because I saw what happens to other dropshippers. Let me get to that in a minute. Clothing, shoes, and jewelry, computer accessories, and here same thing as cell phones and same thing as automotive. We're not going to dropship computers. Now, here is something that you can do. You can dropship computers, but I've seen what happens to other dropshippers who have tried to dropship computers. There is a high profit margin when you're doing something like that, but on the other hand, customers want to have more than just a 30-day warranty, which is what we give on most of our e-commerce stores. Usually they would want to have a 1 to 3 year warranty, which is something that the manufacturer usually gives. Now, I've also seen scenarios where customers are opening returns on computers, and inside the return package, they put an older laptop, and then they're trying to get a refund for the new laptop that they bought. So I've seen these things happening, and they usually happen when people are trying to dropship things like computers. So stay out of those things, but computer accessories is definitely a yes, like gaming accessories, mouse, keyboards, mouse pads, speakers, and any other accessory that you can think of fits the computer accessories niche, and it is a very well selling category. Electronics, handmade products, health and household products, home and kitchen, industrial and scientific. Now, do be careful in industrial and scientific if you are dropshipping on eBay, because on really heavy commercial products, eBay takes an insertion fee, which is around $20 if I'm not mistaken, for just listing that item. So pay attention to that. More relevant categories in Amazon's new releases are kitchen and dining, musical instruments, which once again, if you're dropshipping on eBay, there's a very low fee for selling in that category, very low final value fee or transaction fee if you would like to call it that. So I love that category. Office products, patio, lawn and garden, pet supplies, not pets of course, sports and outdoors, tools and home improvement, and toys and games. So all of these categories are relevant, and we can see them here on the left side along with the irrelevant categories. So let's stick to what's relevant, and let's begin with the product finding method. So let's say I want to choose one of those categories, any category that matches the dropshipping business model. For example, let's go with patio, lawn and garden. So now I want to choose a product to sell, but going into one category is not going to do the work enough for us. We need to dive down deeper and deeper and really find that product that will sell well for us. As you see here, the products do not really relate to one another. They're not under the same category, even though they all belong to the patio, lawn and garden category. So let's break it down even some more. Check out on the left side, you have all of the subcategories inside patio, lawn and garden. Let's break this one down some more. Let's go with outdoor storage. Now, as you see here, we have outdoor storage products all under patio, lawn and garden. But we can still break it down even more, and as long as you can break down the products more, go ahead and do that. That's how you're going to find your secret gems. So let's continue. We got carports, deck boxes, garden houses, storage benches, storage sheds, and tiny house kits. Let's go with storage benches. Okay, so there is no more subcategory after this, as you see here on the left side. So we're pretty much done diving deep into the patio, lawn and garden category, and these are the results that we have. So how can we find our best-selling product here? Well, first of all, what is Amazon's best sellers? All of these products are products that have been proven to sell well and got good reviews. So as you see here, these products are selling well. You can see by the number of reviews, and even if you don't have a lot of reviews, it may be a variation of something that did get a lot of good reviews. But either way, all of these products have been proven to sell, proven to work, and you can definitely use them to take this product and sell it on your dropshipping stores, but also look for similar products to these ones that are selling. That's how you're really going to find your secret gem. Okay, so let's say we want to start with this product. Now, as you see, we're talking about medium to high price ranges, so there's a lot of good profit to be had here. First of all, as you can see, we have an import to AutoDS button, so as long as you have the AutoDS extension installed, you can quickly import products in just one click. So if I just click on this, it's already being added to the drafts page of my store, of my dropshipping store, and in just a couple of seconds, it'll be on my drafts page. But that's not what I wanted to show you. So let's say we want to take this product as an example. So what we will do first is add it to our store, which is what I just did. But I also want to find other products that are similar to this one, and that is where I'm going to find my secret gem. So I know that this product is selling well, it's on Amazon's best sellers, and I got into it by diving deep down into the categories. So one way to do that is to check out other suppliers and see what they are selling. The other way to do it is to see what Amazon is also selling under this niche. So here we're looking at wood console table. These are the strong keywords for this product. And let's also add storage bench. So I know that this product is a good seller, but I want to find those that are similar, one that other dropshippers have maybe not have their eyes on yet, and we will be one of the first to sell that. But it's not always a game of seeing who's first. At the end of the day, you want dropshippers to copy from you instead of you copying from others. That will make you the head of the fox instead of being the tail of the tiger, and that is what I definitely suggest here. So let's go back to where we were. Wood console table storage bench. We know that this is the product where we came from, and we know that this one is actually going pretty well. It's selling pretty well. So what I'm going to do is add all of these products to my store, and this way I can check which products are going to sell well for me, and I know that I will have a very high chance of selling them because I got it from the main product that is selling really well. So let's say I wanted to add all of these products to my store. Instead of using that one-click importer, which will just do it one by one, I want to save more time than that. What you want to do is click on the AutoDS extension as you see down here. Again, you need the AutoDS helper for that, so search on Google for AutoDS helper and you will get to our extension page. Download and install it, and then you'll have the extension here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on extract. Now all of the 70 products that I have on this page, all of these wood storage benches have been imported into this little extension. What I'm going to do now is click on export as CSV. And a CSV file was just downloaded onto my computer. Now I'm going to head over to the AutoDS platform, click on add products, upload CSV. Here I'm going to drag and drop that CSV file that was just downloaded from the extension, and file is uploaded. So all of those 70 products in just a few seconds will now be on my dropshipping store. This is a great way to save a lot of time when you're importing products to your store, so remember that. So that is one way of finding a good selling product and seeing what other products I can see or I can add to my store that are similar to the one that is selling well. Now, if you rinse and repeat this same method that I just showed you for more and more products, I guarantee that you will start seeing your success. The more products that you test, the more results that you will see. But as long as you know how to increase the chances of selling your products, that way you're going to get the sales much faster, you're going to be able to test and analyze the market much faster, and things will work much smoother this way. Another way to find similar products to those that are selling is by searching other suppliers. Now, quick reminder, AutoDS supports over 25 suppliers. This means that you have a reach to tens and millions of products. As you see here, all of these suppliers, you can use each and every one of them. I just showed you one small example from Amazon, but let's go for example for another supplier, like any one of them, it really doesn't matter, AliExpress. So one more example, AliExpress. I'm going to head over to this supplier and I'm going to search for wood storage bench. And here I'm going to get more results for that best-selling product that I was looking for. So some are not going to be relevant, like this folding table over here, but keep going on with your search and you will find those that are relevant and even cheaper than what we saw using the other supplier, like this bamboo wooden shoe bench over here. But it can also be an indoor or outdoor storage bench, and it only costs $47 as opposed to the $100 and something that we saw on Amazon. Of course, it's not the same product, but you don't want the same exact product one by one. You want other products that are similar to that bestseller that you just saw. So let's just take one more example. Let's say wooden storage benches is not what we want to go for. Let's go back to Amazon's bestsellers. So we already tried one niche. We uploaded at least, let's say we imported at least 20 products. If you don't try at least 20 products from one product line, you won't be able to test and analyze the market correctly. So this time let's go to another category. Let's go with home and kitchen and start breaking this one down. So inside home and kitchen, let's go with kitchen and dining. And inside kitchen and dining, let's go with storage and organization. I just love these categories when it comes to dropshipping. I'm personally dropshipping a lot from these specific categories. And inside storage and organization, we can even break that down some more. So we are going to do that. Let's go with food storage. This should be the last one, and it isn't. So let's break this one down even some more. This is going to help us get more and more to that secret hidden gem. And this is the best way to conduct product research, if you ask me. Remember guys, there's multiple methods for product research, and I'm sharing all of them on our channel and on our blog pages. Let's keep going on with this one until we find the right one. Let's go with food containers. Okay, and this one can even be broken down some more, and that is exactly what we're going to do. Because once we find a good sub niche like cereal containers or coffee containers, if you try, let's say 2 or 3 sub niches inside this category, then you'll know exactly which one is going to work well for you. If you try only 1 let's say one product inside one category, you can pretty much believe it that you're not going to get any positive results. So let's go ahead and break this one to just container sets. Okay, so we're done breaking this one down. Let's see what products are selling here. As you can see, 22,000 reviews for this product, and not every customer leaves a review, so you can get a nice estimate on how much this product is selling. These food storage containers seem to be selling a lot. This is something that I would want to go for. And instead of just adding this product here from Amazon, as I showed you guys before, we're going to search for the similar product using other suppliers. So in this case, we're talking about airtight food storage containers set. Those are the strong keywords that best describe this product. So I'm going to copy that text and I'm going to search on any other supplier. So let's go back to AutoDS's supplier list. And let's see where we can go for. Let's go this time with Target. Another thing I want to remind you guys is every US supplier that you use on AutoDS that is supported by AutoDS, you can automate your orders, or better yet, AutoDS can automate 100% of your orders and your returns for US suppliers in USD currency. So it's not just Amazon or AliExpress anymore, it's every US supplier that can charge with a USD currency. So that is great. You don't need to have any accounts at any one of these suppliers. Don't worry about credit line at the bank. Don't worry about getting locked accounts or anything like that. AutoDS takes care of everything, and you just need to add the right products to your store that will sell. AutoDS will take care of the rest. Okay, so let's take a look at Target, and we're going to use those keywords that we used. Airtight food storage container set. So we got 233 results at Target. Let's see the results. Okay, and here they are. This is exactly what we're searching for. And here we can simply find them in different variations than what we saw using other suppliers. It's always good to work with multiple suppliers, and this is one of the reasons why. So what I can do here is once again add all of these products, or add them one by one using this extension as you see here. So you can use the one-click importer from the outside or from the inside of the product page. Or of course, again, I can use the AutoDS extractor or the AutoDS helper to extract these products. These are the Amazon ASINs, so I'm going to click on delete. Then I'm going to click on extract. And now I've got all of the product IDs from Target inside this little extension. Same process as before, export as CSV, and then import that CSV into the add product section of AutoDS. Guys, it's that simple, it's that easy, I can't stress that out enough. But what we're here to do is see how we can find the best selling products inside the best sellers. So once again, the steps are to go to Amazon's best sellers, see what categories are relevant for dropshipping. We have them on the blog using the link below. Then you can break down the right categories, get to the right sub niche until you get to the final niche or subcategory. And from there, find a good selling product and look for similar products to that using different suppliers. Test at least 20 different products from each product line, and you will see the success start to roll in slowly but surely. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video on how to find best-selling products using Amazon's bestsellers, one of my personal favorite places to find them. I find a lot of my personal products on my dropshipping store from here.
Hi there. In this lecture, you're going to learn how to take an item from Amazon and list it on eBay. There's a lot of information, there's a lot of details involved, and then we're going to take it step by step. So therefore, this lecture will be a bit longer than the usual lectures. First of all, for the sake of the training, I've chosen already an item on Amazon, some sort of flower pots. You have here nearly 5 stars, 4.9, customer reviews, it's a prime item, it's in stock, and it has all the information you need. And it has plenty of pictures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures. The first thing we need to do is go into eBay, click on sell at the top, and it opens up, start a new listing. Inside this box, we're going to put the title of the item itself. The reason I put it over here is in order for eBay to give a recommendation on what category you should set the item. Every item which you will list on eBay has to have a category. So here they've chosen it quite accurately. Pots and window boxes, you click, continue, and you're ready to go. In this listing, there's a lot of information you need to put in. First of all, the title. eBay titles have a maximum of 80 characters, and it's recommended to utilize as much as possible of these 80 characters, because the more information you put in here, the more chance somebody will be able to find the item. In a later lecture, I will explain how to optimize the title to put in the correct search terms to make it easier to find it. But for the sake of this lecture, we'll just leave it as it is. And in fact, all the information that was in the title of Amazon. It was exactly, no, it was, yes, it was exactly 80 characters. Condition, it'll be new. As you can see over here, it means a brand new, unused, unopened item in its original packaging. That's exactly what we have here on Amazon. Then we need the photos. So we click here to add the photos. As I mentioned in the lecture on photos, the more photos the better, but you need at least one. And you have to select the photos. Now I don't have any photos yet. I go back to Amazon, click on one of the photos, and Amazon will open up a screen over here with the 5 photos available. Each one of the photos, you can click a right mouse button, save image as, and you save it onto your computer one by one, each of the photos. After you've saved all the photos, you now have to add them to eBay. You click on add photos, select, you go into your computer where you saved them, select them all, open. eBay will now upload them. If the photos are not the right size or they're too small, then eBay will reject them, and then you'll have to resize them as I explained in the lecture on photo requirements. Over here, in fact, all of them seem to fit the requirements. The only thing is you have to choose which is your main photo. I happen to like this one. I think it gives the best information, so I'm going to drag it all the way to the end, main photo, finish, and the photos are uploaded. The next thing you have to put in is the UPC. The UPC is the Universal Product Code. In the past few months, eBay has put a much greater emphasis on putting in all the item specifics, as much information as possible, in order to make it easier for the buyer to find your item. So they're particular even about the UPC. So I have to look now into the Amazon listing to see if I can find a UPC. After searching through it, sometimes it's there at the bottom, we can't find it at all. So what do? One of the solutions is to look for a ASIN to UPC converter. What is an ASIN? Every item in Amazon has an ASIN, which is the Amazon Standard Identification Number. That's a very important piece of information. When you're going to be doing drop shipping, the most important bit of information on this page will be the ASIN number. And there is a way to convert the ASIN to UPC. I copy the ASIN, and there's a little website called, appropriately, ASIN to UPC.com. Very simple. I can put the ASIN in it, search, and it gives me the exact product which I was looking for, the UPC over here. I can copy it and transfer it back to eBay. Brand, very important. What is the brand? We go back to Amazon. It says here, manufacturer is True Days. That's fine. Model. Again, we go back to Amazon. What's the model? Maybe it's further up on top. Right. Manufacturer part number. It's like model. Collect. Copy. Put it in. Again, the MPN manufacturer part number, I can put in the same thing. The type, what is it? It's a pot. The color, multicolor, I guess. Multicolors. The material, you can see over here, material type is plastic. Size, well, all of them were 4.5 inches. So eBay is offering you information about gallons, but you can also put in 4.5 inches. Country of manufacture, I couldn't find it, so I leave it as it is. The next thing you need is detailed information about the product. So we have detailed information in a number of places. You have here, you have some information. Then you have further down below the technical details, you have product description, and you have product information. All this information can be placed back into your eBay listing. So we'll start at the beginning. First of all, with writing again the title. I put the title over here again, so it should be nice and clear. Color and the information over here. And we'll call it description. And we put the information in. Then we can take information from the data technical details from here. And that's about it. The next thing we can do is to try to organize it in such a way which looks a little bit nicer. Let's say make it all size 14, clear up a little bit of the mess, make this bold, maybe change the color a bit. Okay, so after we do a little bit of formatting and fixing up and color, so we have all the information we need. The title, description, color, technical details, product description and features, make it a little bit bigger, nice, it's done. The next thing you need to do is the price. It'll be a fixed price. All of dropshipping is fixed price. You have to set the price. And that is not a simple thing to do. You need to take the price from Amazon, add on to it the fees which you will be paying to eBay and PayPal, and add on to that also a little bit of your profit. So you need to decide here the price. Quantity. Generally we do good till canceled, which means it keeps relisting again and again after 30 days. You'll need to put in your PayPal information, your shipping preferences, return policy, and a number of other details which we'll be explaining in a separate lecture. And that's it. But as you can see it takes a few minutes, even if you have practice, to get all the information from Amazon to eBay in order to create a fully fledged listing ready to run on eBay. That's it for now. See you in the next lecture. In addition to what we discussed now, there are more things to take into account when listing an item in eBay. You need to know how to set your prices so that you will take into account the eBay fees and PayPal fees and state taxes and be left over with a nice profit. You also need to know how to create a title which sells. Titles on eBay are composed of up to 80 characters, and they have to have words which people are actually searching when they want to buy an item which you are offering them. All this and more we'll be discussing in detail in a more advanced course. For more information, you can check out our bonus section where we speak about taking your dropshipping business to the next level. Hi there. I'm very excited about this lecture because this is the core of the dropshipping business. The essence of how to make a simple process into a full-time, successful business which will bring you profit day in, day out. And the topic is dropshipping software and automation. Is it a luxury or an absolute necessity? Let's go through the process of how to handle the items which are dropshipping from Amazon to eBay. First of all, there is the issue of listing itself. As you might have seen in one of the previous lectures, the process of listing an item from Amazon to eBay has many steps. You have to take care of the title, the photos, even changing the size of photos, the description, item specifics, business policy, and last but not least, the price. To calculate the price of each item so that it'll cover the cost of eBay fees, PayPal fees, and make you a little profit in the end. And then of course there's Vero, that you don't want to list an item which the owner of the item is against reselling without his permission. And this can change right in the middle. Today, it could be a permissible item to list. Tomorrow, the owner says no. And then you are transgressing one of the major rules of eBay. And then there's frequent price changes. Items going out of stock. Items with sudden shipping costs. And delayed availability of items. And I'll explain. According to Amazon statistics, Amazon changes its prices more than 2.5 million times a day. That doesn't mean, of course, on one item, but in total, with the tens of millions of items that Amazon is distributing, there are 2.5 million changes a day. That's not only price, that's also availability and time of shipping and shipping costs, a lot of changes. To take an example, here's one item which in a 24-hour period, there were 8 price changes on one item in one day. That's a lot of changes. Now just imagine you are listing an item from Amazon which costed $10 and you want to sell it on eBay for $16. So you take into account your eBay fees, your PayPal fees, and a little profit. And then suddenly the price goes down. Well, if it goes down to $8, then you've earned another $2, which is wonderful. But what happens if the price goes up? It goes up to $16. Then not only you're not gaining, but you stand to lose with money out of the pocket. How do you control that? For example, there's the issues of out of stock. You see, this item maybe a few hours ago was available for sale and suddenly becomes currently unavailable. This item was selling with free shipping, and then suddenly $5.95 is tacked onto the price. Who covers that extra cost of shipping, you or your buyer? And how do you handle it? Then there's the case of the delayed availability. This over here is done before July the 6th, 2016. So whatever time you're watching this video, this was delayed shipping for over a week. What do you do then? If you promise to deliver the item up to a certain date and then suddenly it becomes delayed, then who carries the cost and who takes responsibility? Altogether, there are many issues involved that you have to take care of all the time. So when you want to list items on eBay, which you're drop shipping from Amazon, you have to monitor and manage a lot of little details in order to keep your business profitable. Of course, you can list, monitor, and manage a few items on eBay a few hours a day. If every hour you're going to go into Amazon and check out the price and check out the availability. But once your business starts to expand and you're dealing with tens and hundreds and maybe even thousands of items on eBay, it is nearly impossible to monitor every item, what's going on in Amazon with its 2.5 million changes in order to keep the prices and the availability on eBay correct and profitable 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. With the correct dropshipping software, you can handle it. You can run your business profitably and rest assured that the prices and the availability are being managed, monitored, and taken care of. If you want more information about a dropshipping software solution, I would suggest looking in the link to the blog post in the next section where you can get some suggestions and good solutions. That's it for now. See you in the next lecture.
With the help of business automation, we can easily add products to our stores and then monitor the stocks and the prices, all being done automatically in the background, even while we travel and even while we sleep. Let's see how a repricing monitor software can help us scale our dropshipping businesses. The first thing that we need to do is add products from our suppliers' websites to our dropshipping stores. And once we do that, we will have products on the drafts page. This is where we can optimize all of our products information, including the product's title, the category, the tags, description, variations, images, item specifications, and so forth. When you are importing products from your supplier, and we will learn this in the lessons to come, it actually just takes a few seconds when using a repricing monitoring software to import products from your supplier's websites to your stores in just a couple of seconds. And once you are done optimizing the product, even though most of the things will be completely automated for you, you will import that product to your store. And then it'll move to the product section, as you can see right here. And here is where the products are live on our stores and anyone can go and buy them. So what are we looking at here? First, we can see the products that we have in our stores. So these are the products names with their thumbnail images on the side. Then we've got the uploaded section, which is when we uploaded this product to our stores. The variations that are available in stock. So as you see, we have a 1 inside this green box. This means that this variation is available in stock. In other words, we grabbed this specific variation from Amazon. So if I click on the Amazon link right here, I will get to the product ID on Amazon's page. So as you can see, this is the product that we're looking at using the repricing software. And if I click on the eBay ID, which is the store that I'm selling this product on. So in other words, I grabbed the product from Amazon and I'm selling it on my eBay store. So if I click on the eBay link here, we can see the product on my eBay store, which is being sold for $16.34. while I'm buying it for only $9.95. But how do we know how much we're profiting? We're also going to go over that along with our break-even settings. So these are the variations that we have in stock. And if the product goes out of stock on Amazon's website, or on whatever supplier you're using, if the product goes out of stock on your supplier's website, the repricing software, or AutoDS in other words, will take the product out of stock also on your store. So you will notice that the variation, instead of being 1, it's going to be 0 like this one right here. So this product, if I click on the Amazon link, we'll probably see that it's not available in stock. So as you can see here, this product is currently unavailable. And as soon as it dropped out of stock, AutoDS, the repricing software, also took it out of stock on my store. So if I click on the eBay link for this product that I'm selling on my store, you can see that this item is out of stock. That is what's called stock monitoring. And we've also got price monitoring. So whenever the price changes on your supplier's website, the price will also change on your eBay store accordingly and according to the profit that you set. So if you want to have 20% profit and the supplier raises the price, then the price on your store will also increase accordingly and keeping your 20% profit margin. In the next column, you can see how long the product has been out of stock. So out of stock days. In this example, that product that we were looking at right here has been out of stock for 3 days, whereas this product has been out of stock for 20 days. So this is how you can see how long these products have been out of stock for. And if they've been out of stock for too long and they never sold, it's a good sign to remove that product from your store and replace it with something else. Then we've got the buying and selling prices. So let's go back to the first item that we were looking at. The buy price is $9.95. The selling price on my eBay store is $16.34, giving us a total profit of around $3.28, along with the item IDs that we looked at. The sold amount. So if you sold the product, you'll see how much times it's sold here. And of course, we can customize the columns to see what we want first and before and after. So we're just going to hover over customize display here. And then you can drag and drop what you want to see first. So here we can see how many times the product sold. DWS stands for days without sale. So how long has this product been on my store without even selling once? Store is what store this product belongs to. So you can manage multiple stores, as you can see up here. You can choose how many stores as you want and see all of those stores' information under this one screen. So that's another great reason to use AutoDS. You can simply have multiple stores and see what's going on with all of them and get a full business metrics overview all under one screen. Then you've got the views and watchers, how many people have viewed this listing, how many people are watching it, added it to their watch list, how many days left until this product will get renewed on eBay, and the product tag that it belongs to, along with more things. Now, how do we set the prices, the right price that we want to actually sell? So here on the left side, I'm going to click on settings, and here you've got the store settings. So first select whatever store you want to set the settings for and what supplier you want to set it for. So for example, I'm going to stick with Amazon US. So every time I add products from Amazon US to this specific store, these are the settings that I want. So first I've got the lister settings, the total quantity that I want every time I list this item. So the default product quantity is the default quantity that I always want to be shown as long as this product is in stock. So I can have a default product quantity of 1, and then I'll have one item in stock. If someone buys it, it'll go down to 0 and AutoDS will bring it back up to 1. If I have a default product quantity on 2 and it sells, it'll go down to 1 and then back up to 2 since that's what I have set in my settings. So that is your default product quantity. The default item country is where you're shipping the product from, so make sure that this information is correct. For example, don't say that the product is being shipped from the US if it's being shipped from China. That's just an example. The default zip code, this one doesn't have to be 100% accurate. If you don't know what zip code the product is coming out of, just choose a zip code under the country, the default item country that you chose. Next, you've got the shipping method. So every time I list this product, do I want AutoDS to take the cheapest version of the product, the cheapest that has tracking, or the fastest shipping method that has tracking? So there you can choose whatever is good for you. And then what policies you want to use. You can use dynamic policies to let AutoDS estimate what the shipping, payment, and return policies should be and set it for your items every time you list it. Or don't use dynamic policies and choose whatever policies you want to use that you have set on your eBay accounts, and then you will see it all on this drop-down menu. Next, you've got advanced lister settings. So you can allow duplicates, which is not a good idea if you're selling on eBay unless you have multiple stores that are not linked to one another. Otherwise, eBay does not want to see duplicate items on your stores. Upload variations if the product has more than one variant. Like this product, for example, has 3 variations. So if I add it, AutoDS will add all of the variations if I have upload variations clicked in. Allow marketplace sellers. This is relevant if you're dropshipping from Amazon and you want to sell products that are not Prime. So if you want to do that, you'll click that in, and then every time a product goes out of Prime, meaning it's not a Prime product anymore, AutoDS will still keep it in stock. Add categories to tags if you want to add the product's category to your tags. Split variants into products. So if you have variations, as you can see here, instead of having 3 variations under one product page, each variant will have its own standalone listing. So there will be one listing for this variation, a separate listing for this variation, and a third separate listing for this variation. And this way the buyer is not confused from the title on what he's actually going to get inside, since when you're listing things on eBay, you cannot change the title for each variant. And if it's not the same exact product like this example, the title may confuse the buyer. Then you've got allow vero and blocked keywords. So you can set whatever blocked keywords that you do not want to see on your listings, and then tell AutoDS to either allow it or not allow it. And vero means products that you are not allowed to sell, verified rights owner program. So big companies that register their brand name and don't want you reselling their products, if you accidentally try to add them to AutoDS and you don't have this clicked in, then AutoDS will warn you that this product is not allowed to be resold and will give you a chance to regret that decision of importing that product before you actually add it to your store. Then allow out of stock variations, meaning even if the product is out of stock and I try to add it to my store, add it anyway. Autofill brand, if you want the brand from your supplier to be filled in. And private listing, which will make it harder for your competitors to see what products you are selling. So for eBay sellers, I definitely encourage having private listings checked in. So those are the lister settings. Now let's go over the pricing settings. So as you can see right here, we also have the pricing settings for every time. In this example, I'm dropshipping from Amazon, or of course it can be any supplier. So you can add another supplier. And in this case, let's go with Walmart. The region is the United States. Let's add the supplier. So it really doesn't matter what supplier you're dropshipping from. You can set whatever settings you want from that supplier. So now I clicked on Walmart US, and I'm changing the pricing settings for every time I add products from Walmart to this specific store. So here, for example, we're going to fill in our fees. How much fees are we paying every time we sell a product? If you are not sure what your fees are, we have a free eBay fees calculator that you can use, and it will be the next lesson after this one, which will explain how to know exactly what your break even is and how much you will profit if you sell a product at a certain price. This way you can also check yourself on the competition and see that you are being competitive while also making substantial profit on the side. And once again, you'll know what your break even is. So if, for example, I'm paying 15% fees and another, let's say 30 cents, and on top of that, I want to make a profit of 20% for every time I make a sell, with, let's say, another additional profit of 30 cents. Now, as you can see, if we have an example of a product that costs $100 and I want to make 20% profit, and I'm paying 15% fees, and I want to profit those extra 30 cents back, so it gets confusing, and that is why we have the algorithm, which will simply tell you at the end of the day, if you have 15% fees and you want to sell a product that costs $100, you're going to have to sell it for $141.88, and that will leave you with that 20% profit margin that you were looking for. Now, the pricing is going to be automatic, as I've mentioned, and every time the price changes on your supplier's website, it's also going to change automatically on your store. So you don't have to worry about losing money on an order because the supplier increased the price, it didn't increase on your store, and your buyers bought that product. Same thing goes for stock monitoring. So if the product goes out of stock on your supplier's website, buyers won't be able to buy it from your store, and this way you won't have to apologize to buyers that you cannot fulfill their orders, and then you'll have a line of disappointed buyers. So that is the biggest takeaway of why you need price and stock monitoring, and all of this to be automated. You cannot do all of this work manually, especially if you want to have a few thousand listings at the very least in order to start making some great profits from this business model. Now, there are additional pricing settings where you can, for example, add a dynamic profit and say, every time I sell a product that costs anywhere between $0 to $100, then I want to make 20% profit with another 30 cents. And add another rule, every time I sell a product that costs anywhere between $100 to $150, then in this case, I want to make 18% profit and let's say $1 extra. And you can continue adding or removing rules as you see fit. And another great thing that you can do is add automation settings for your pricing. And that you can do here from automations. And what this does is it simply allows you to profit more when you're selling a product and increase the chances of selling a product that hasn't been selling really well for you. So here, for example, we're going to call this Walmart test or Amazon test. Whatever supplier you're using, it really doesn't matter. It's all the same. Okay, so you're going to give it a name. And then you're telling the system, okay, I want you to raise the price every time I sell a product more than one time every day. So if I sell a product one time every day, then I want to increase the price by another 15% up to a limit of, let's say, 50%. Okay, and you can also increase the product price by a fixed price instead of percentage. Then we're going to click on next and do the same if the product is not selling. So if we've got a slow mover which isn't selling really well, then here we can decrease the price. If I sell a product less than one time, let's say every 30 days, so if the product doesn't sell in a month, then what I want you to do is decrease the price by 15% up down to a limit of, let's say, 50% or whatever the limit is to not lose money on that order. And again, you can decrease it by a fixed price. Okay, and then click on next and then select what listings you want to apply these rules to. Okay, so you can do it later. You can select all of the listings on your store and then click on finish. Once that is done, you can choose that automation setting. If we click back on store settings, the pricing column, and in default automation, choose that automation that you just created. So as you can see, there are a ton of ways to use the lister and repricer software to help you gain leverage over the competition and be much better, more organized, and more profitable than your competitors who are not using tools, or at least not using the right one. That is a brief introduction to the monitor and repricing software. Go ahead and grab your trial for the AutoDS software now and enjoy all of the perks and benefits that come from automating your dropshipping business. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the future lessons. How to import products from any one of your suppliers to AutoDS in 3 different and simple methods. The first one is using the one-click importer. The second is adding the buy URL or ID. The third is uploading a CSV file. Let's go over those options. First, we'll need to download and install the AutoDS Dropshipping Helper Chrome extension. Once that is installed on your Chrome browser, go to one of your suppliers and choose a product to sell. Remember that AutoDS supports over 25 suppliers, so there's more than enough suppliers and products to go around. Let's take this product for example. We'll copy the product's URL, head over to the AutoDS platform and click on Add Products. Here, paste the product's URL. Now, you can keep making a line break and add more and more products. So in this example, let's say we have 4 products, 4 different URLs, so we added them now. And you can just go on and on and on and add more and more products to this text box. The next step is to choose your supplier source. In this case, AutoDS knows that we went with CJ Dropshipping. Let's see the warehouse. In this case, we are on the United States warehouse, so we're going to choose US as the region. And in the advanced options, you have the choice if you want to allow duplicates, upload variations, allow vero or blocked keywords, capitalize the title, allow out-of-stock variations, apply watermark if you have one, and add categories to your tags. Next, you can choose if you would like to add this product as a draft and continue to optimize it before publishing it to your store, or hover over this arrow and you can change it to create and publish, so you will skip the draft section and publish it directly to your store. Or you can schedule the import for a later date and time, so you can optimize the product now and schedule to import it to your store to publish it tomorrow or in a week or two or any time of your choosing. Or you can choose to edit your upload settings, so you can edit your settings before adding them as a draft or listing them on your store. So in this case, we're simply going to add this product to our drafts page. So once I entered the product's URL over here, I'm just going to click on add as a draft. Item is being added to drafts, click to track the progress. So I clicked on that, and here you can see this import process. I'm going to click on view details. And as we can see, the product status right now is in progress. And in just a few seconds, it'll be ready on the drafts page of our store. For now, let's move on to the second method of adding products to your store. So we went through clicking on add products and adding the buy URL or ID. Now let's talk about the one-click importer. And this is where the AutoDS dropshipping helper comes into play. So how does the one-click importer work? This time, let's choose a different product from a different supplier. Let's go with these pet gloves over here. Enter any product page. And in a couple of seconds, you'll notice on top of the product's title, there will be a button that says import to AutoDS, and here it is over here. This is available through the AutoDS Chrome helper extension that we just installed. So I'm going to click on it, and as you see, a little animation has begun over here. This means that the import process to our drafts page has begun for this product. That's all it took to have it imported to our store, to the draft section, where we can continue to optimize it, but we didn't have to copy any product URLs, any product IDs, and we didn't have to click anything on the AutoDS platform itself. You'll also be able to see it outside the product listings by simply hovering over the listing. So let's hover over these gloves. And as you see, here is that same import button. So you can do it from outside the product pages, and you can do it from inside the product pages. Now let's head over to the draft section and see the products that we added. Here is that first draft that we created a couple of minutes ago. And as we can see, the portable electric sonic dental unit has been imported to the draft section of our store that came from CJ Dropshipping. And as we can see, the status is complete. So if I refresh my drafts page, let's see what happens. And here is that first unit that we added to our stores. And if I click on this arrow, I can start to optimize this product's description, titles, variants, images, item specifications, item location, monitoring settings, automation settings, and so forth. Once we are done working on it, we can click on this button to import it to our stores. That is how simple it was to grab this product from our suppliers and add it to our drafts page to optimize it before we publish it to our dropshipping stores. Now let's learn about the third method of adding products to our store. And this one is going to save you a lot of time. How to add products in bulk to your dropshipping stores while saving the most amount of time. So let's say you found a product niche or a certain category that is selling a lot for you. Let's say for this example, it is dog collars. So what you want to do is search for dog collars. And in this case, you want to add as many dog collars as possible to your dropshipping store, because you know that this one is selling a lot for you and you want to continue multiplying your success, but also save the most amount of time. So as you see, we are seeing all of these products on this page. I'm not going to enter any product listing. Here on the outside, you see the AutoDS circle from the extension that we installed. So what I'm going to do is scroll down to the bottom of the page so that if any listings need to load up, they will load up. Now I will left click on the extension and I will click on extract. So all of the products that loaded up on this page have now been extracted into this little extension for a total of 80 dog collars. Next, I'm going to click on export as CSV. As you can see, a CSV file was downloaded onto my computer. Next, I'm going to head to the AutoDS platform and I'm going to click on add products. Next, I'm going to click on upload a CSV. Here I can drag and drop that CSV file or click on it to open up my file browser window, navigate to that CSV file, double click on it, processing CSV, and in just about a second, file is uploaded. Now all of those products that we had on this extension, all of those 80 products have been downloaded, or better yet, imported into AutoDS, and now we can choose what we want to do with all of those 80 products. We've talked about this. We can add it as drafts, publish it directly to our stores, schedule for a later date and time, or edit the upload settings before we continue optimizing and publishing to our stores. So any option, whichever is good for you, go ahead and choose it. And once you click on it, add as a draft, that's all there is to it. All of those products are going to be added to our drafts page. As you can see, it started the process already, 0 out of 80 in progress, and you can click on view details to see what is going on each and every one of those products that are now pending the import process. So that is how simple it is to add tens to hundreds to even thousands of products in just a couple of clicks and save the most amount of time. Now keep in mind that on the extension you want to have the right store selected. If you have multiple eBay stores, make sure that you click on the extension and choose the right store that you want to add these products to when you're using that one-click importer. So here for example, I have the Top Shop USA selected. I can deselect it and select a different store, and I can even select multiple stores at once. Once these stores are selected, I can unclick on the extension, and every time I use the one-click importer, it's going to import the products that I am clicking on straight to those stores that I chose here on the extension. Keep this in mind if you have multiple dropshipping stores. That is how simple it is to add products to your store using the one-click importer, the add from by URL or ID, or by uploading a CSV file to add multiple items in bulk while saving the most amount of time that you can now use to invest on growing your e-commerce business. Good luck importing your products. Let us know below if you have any questions and we'll be more than happy to help. One of the greatest parts and the best feeling when you're starting your dropshipping business is when you actually make your first sale. It's very exciting, but now it's time to fulfill that order and make sure that our customers receive their packages as fast as possible. This way, we're going to get repeat customers, and they'll also refer their friends and their family to buy from your store. Now, while not every customer will turn out to be a repeated customer, the more that we work on our customer service and fast shipping times, the longer our business is going to survive in the long run without any unnecessary delays. The faster we ship out our products, the faster our customers will receive them, and the happier, the more satisfied they will be. And the more satisfied that our customers are, the higher chance that we have of getting repeat purchases or having them refer their friends and their family to also purchase from our stores. Making sure that our customers are satisfied should always be number one on the list. So now it's time to fulfill our orders, and in the next few lessons, you're gonna learn how to process your orders the manual way and also the automatic way when you're ready to scale your business. Good luck on making that first sale, and I'll see you in the videos to come. Order automation has come a long way for dropshippers all around the world. First, we used to manually fulfill our orders by logging into our supplier sites, purchasing the product, and shipping it directly to our customers. Then we came with the automated order service, which automated all of your orders for you. AutoDS would simply process them for you using your buyer accounts and your payment information inside them. And today we have the Fulfilled by AutoDS service, which simply automates 100% of your orders without even using your own buyer accounts and your payment information. And that is exactly what I'm going to talk about in this video. So first things first, make sure that you opted in for the Fulfilled by AutoDS service. We have a full help guide on how to do that on our help section on our website. Next, on the orders page, make sure that you have auto order credits on the top right. And when you signed up for AutoDS, most chances are that you got a bonus on your auto credits. So go and see how much you have. If you don't have any, use the buy credits option and buy the package that suits you best. The bigger the credits package that you buy, the cheaper you're going to pay for each credit. Once you have auto order credits, make sure that you have a balance to fulfill your orders. This is because AutoDS is not using your buyer accounts to pay for your orders. That is the old method of automating orders, when AutoDS would simply use your buyer accounts on your supplier sites to process your orders using your credit card information. So now with the Fulfilled by AutoDS service, there is no more cost to the bank for getting a higher credit line, no more ordering new credit cards and separate them by stores to understand the cash flow of each store. And there are many more advantages in this model when AutoDS does not need any of your buyer accounts and any of your payment information. All you have to worry about is loading balance by clicking on the load button over here, choosing how much of a balance you would like to load, choosing your payment method, click on load balance, and then you will have a balance that will show up over here. And once you have a balance, as soon as an order comes in, AutoDS will simply process it and deduct the order's price from the account balance. That's how simple it is, and you don't have to worry about accounts getting locked. Once again, ordering a higher credit line with the bank, all of those problems have been solved. So that is one of the biggest advantages of the Fulfilled by AutoDS service. So once again, opt into the Fulfilled by AutoDS service, make sure you have auto order credits, and make sure that you have an account balance to pay for the orders. You can also check out your purchase history so you can see all of the orders that AutoDS processed for you, what was your balance before, how much each order costs, what your balance is now, so you have full transparency on what's going on with your cash flow. Everything is easy to read and understandable. And finally, you can also download invoices on all of your previous orders if you need it for financial services or for any other reason. So once again, easy order automation, full transparency for an overall easy cash flow management. So right now we're on the orders page, and the first thing that you'd want to notice is this icon over here. When I hover over it, you'll see that it says completed by the fulfilled by AutoDS service. This means that the AutoDS system has fulfilled this order for us. Now, when the order first comes in, it will be in pending status, as you see right over here. So first things first, we'll see the order in pending. Now in the settings, when we clicked on the supplier, in the orders tab, we enabled automatic orders. This means that as soon as the order comes in, AutoDS will recognize that we have the fulfilled by AutoDS service enabled. And if we enabled automatic orders, the order will start in pending, but it will move right away automatically to the order processing. That means that AutoDS will process the order automatically and will not wait for any further action on our side. But if we did not have the automatic orders checked in, only the process orders using the fulfilled by AutoDS service, then once an order comes in, it will simply stay in pending status as we see over here, and we'll have to click on it and send it to auto order. Now we can see that it's in order process, and AutoDS will fulfill this order very soon using one auto order credit and using our fulfilled by AutoDS balance. Now you may notice that we just got an error. That's because it's a duplicate order. AutoDS has already fulfilled this order and it doesn't want to fulfill the order twice and charge us twice for it. So it scanned this order, it knows that it already processed it and it won't process it again. So it's always good to have an extra layer of protection for these things. So we know that the buy price is $41.92. Make sure that you have enough balance in the account balance and AutoDS will simply process that order for you. So that's the first order statuses that we have. We have pending if you didn't automate your orders right away. In order process means AutoDS will process that order soon. Then once the unit is ordered, AutoDS will automatically switch the status from in order process to ordered. And AutoDS will automatically provide you with the buy order ID that it got from your supplier. So for this example, let's say that this is our order ID. Once again, we're getting it automatically from AutoDS. We don't need to manually do it. So you'll always know what the order ID is from your supplier side. It'll help you track the order. But once the order is shipped, AutoDS again will switch the status from order to shipped, and it will automatically provide you with the tracking number that it got from your supplier. So as soon as tracking information is available on any one of your orders from your suppliers, AutoDS will see that. It will take the tracking information from your suppliers, add it to your order information on AutoDS with the tracking number and the shipping carrier, and it will do the same on your eBay or Shopify store. So tracking information will be updated on AutoDS and on the selling channel that you are selling on. So again, there's nothing for you to do when it comes to processing the order. There's nothing for you to do when it comes to adding tracking information on AutoDS and on your selling platform. Everything here is automated for you. The next status that you'll have is delivered. AutoDS will change it to this status once the product has reached its final destination. And we also have a canceled status. So whether you have an order in pending status or in send to auto order and it hasn't been ordered yet, you can simply switch it to the canceled status and AutoDS will simply not try to process this specific order. So the canceled status is for orders that haven't been processed yet. Now, if an order has been processed and the customer wishes to cancel the order and return the unit that they purchased. In this case, again, everything is very easy, simplified and automated. Head to the order that you would like to return, click on the order status, and then click on request to cancel. What's going to happen now is we have the request return status, and in up to 48 hours, AutoDS will provide us with a return label for this order. Again, everything is automated. AutoDS will go to the supplier, get a return label, and once it will be ready, if we are qualified for a return label, which means we are complying with our supplier's return policies, then AutoDS will provide a return label on that order. Take a look at this example over here. Return in progress, which means the status here was request return. And now we have a return label over here. You see this blue icon? And when I hover over it, it says download return label. Let's see what happens when I click on it. As you can see, a file was downloaded onto my computer. Let's open that up. And here we have the return label. Let's just switch it upside down over here. Okay, so here we have the return label. And now all you have to do is send this return label to your customer. They will return the unit. And once they return the package in about a week, we will see the refund in our account balance. You'll also get an email from AutoDS that the order was returned successfully, but you can always check your view purchase history, and here you will see the total refund that was issued to you on that order. So that's how simple it is to process one-click returns, saving a lot of time and a lot of effort along the way. Now, if you are not eligible for a return for any reason, you will see a return failed message as we see over here. If you would like to know the reason why the return was not approved, simply hover over the exclamation mark that we see over here. And as you see, it says return window closed. This means that, for example, if our supplier gave us up to a 30-day return window and we opened a return request 40 or 50 days later, then they will not approve the return and we will get the reason for that here. So in other words, return window closed means we exceeded the maximum amount of days where we can return this product, so we cannot return it at this point. In any other case, you'll get the download return label as I've demonstrated over here. And that is all when it comes to order statuses on the Fulfilled by AutoDS system in the orders page. That sums up this explanation for the Fulfilled by AutoDS system. I'm sure that you will find it to be a very helpful tool, and if you haven't tried it out before, I strongly urge you to try it out. Give it a try, and I'm sure that you will not go back to manually processing your orders or even using your own buyer accounts with automated services. No more locked accounts, no more credit line issues at the bank. You go to sleep at night and wake up in the morning to new orders in the ordered status, and some of them have already been shipped. Your customers are going to receive their packages in blazing fast speeds. They're gonna be happy, you're gonna be happy. Win-win situation for everyone. Enjoy it, and I'll see you in the future videos. Welcome to our new and improved customer support management system. With this new feature, you will find it much easier and more practical to stay in touch with all of your customers, handle all of their messages all in one place. Whether you have one store or multiple stores, you will not need to log into each store and reply to your customers through there, since you can see everything now through one screen. Let me show you exactly what I mean. So on the left side on the AutoDS platform, we're going to click on customer support. And as you can see here, I have all of the messages that I have, all of them combined from all of my stores, all in one window. I have all of the buyers' names right here, the status of the message type, for example, system conversation, which comes from eBay, post-sale conversation, which is a message that a customer sends you after buying a product from you, and so forth. The time is how long ago you got this message, at what time, how long ago, and of course what store it belongs to. Now here you can also add filters. So for example, let's see all of the messages that have a certain status. The status right here, if it's a new message, if it's read, if it's old. You can also filter the message type. So whether I want to see system conversations, post-sale conversations, and so forth. Read, so whether I read the message or not. Starred, so if I gave it a star here, then I'll of course be able to see only my starred messages, the ones that I saved like in my favorites. You can also filter by the buyer's first name, the buyer's last name, which user you assigned it to, which means you can take any one of these messages or some messages and assign them to a certain virtual assistant to take care of them. So if you have one virtual assistant or if you have some virtual assistants, you can assign different messages to different virtual assistants to take care of. And that will simplify that for you and also automate it. You can also filter using the buyer's username, the receive date, so when you got it, the product's sell ID, the product's buy ID, the product's title, the sell site order ID, and the buy site order ID. So with these filters, you really have no limits and you can easily analyze and see whatever messages you want to see. So that's really quick regarding the filters. Now let's go inside one of the messages and see what actions we can take. So I'm going to click on this message right here. And as you see, it opened a little chat window, and this is the chat window between me and the buyer. So I'm seeing it in a much more user-friendly window right here. And as you can see, he asked me, hello, what type of stainless steel is the product made of? Just want to know if it's 3 or 4 stainless steel, 410 stainless steel, etc. Thanks, TK. And then I answered him, hi, they are stainless steel 400 series. Of course, after checking out the product. So as you guys can see right here, I've got the buy item ID. All I need to do is click on it. It'll take me straight to the supplier's website. I can grab the information from there. Then I can come back and reply to the buyer, which is exactly what I did here. And as you can see, I can continue replying right here, just like a regular chat window. And of course, as soon as I send the message over here, the buyer will get it on eBay. So in this example, I'll write another message just to show you guys how it works. Let me know if you need any further assistance. Then I'll click on send, and that message was sent. So that's how simple it is. An additional thing that you can do is add a note. Now this is an internal note that only you will be able to read, but it's definitely a great thing to have. So I'm going to click on note, then I'll leave an internal note. Buyer asked about the stainless steel type. All right, for example, clicked on send, and here it is up here. I also wrote thanks, but these are internal notes. The buyer is not going to see these notes. He's only going to see what we're writing over here. All right, on a regular reply right here. So when it's yellow, you can tell it's a note. And that's another thing that you should definitely take advantage of to be able to organize your information in a much better way. And of course, I can click on the refresh button over here to see if I've got any new messages if I do not want to wait for the hourly scan. So if you're not going to click on refresh, you're still going to get your buyer's new messages on the hourly scans. But if you're expecting something that you should be receiving right now, just go ahead and click on refresh and you'll get all of your new messages. So that is how simple it is to go through our customer support management system and take care of each and every one of our customers. I do not need to stress how important it is to give the right customer service to our buyers, make them know that we are a real serious business, and this way we will sustain a long-term survivability with our online stores. Another important feature that we have in the customer support management system is the ability to create snippets. Now, snippets are pre-made text templates that you have created in advance and allows you to simply send messages in just one click to your buyers. Let me show you what I mean. So on that same message, I'm going to click on these 3 lines right here. This opened up the snippets window. As you see, I can choose a ready-made snippet. For example, a snippet that I made for when an item goes out of stock. But in this example, I'll show you guys how to create a new snippet. So this is how it's done. We're going to click here on add new. Then we're going to give the snippet a name. So let's create a message for, let's say, orders that are delayed in the shipment process. So the snippet's name is going to be late shipping. All right, then we'll have the body. So this is the text that the customer is going to read. Here we can also add all kinds of triggers to make the message look more personalized or more professional. For example, if I click on buyer's first name, it's going to add that trigger. So the buyer's first name will show up right here in this field. So here I'm going to write, hi, buyer's first name, comma, I regret to inform you that. Let's see what else we have. So we can't add a tracking number yet since we don't have one. The shipping is being delayed. We don't have a shipping carrier yet. We do have a product title, and we do also have the sell order ID. So let's write, I regret to inform you that order ID regarding the product's title. You don't have to make it this fancy, but just to show you that you can if you wanted. So, hi Jack, I regret to inform you that the sell order ID regarding the slippers or whatever that you bought, that you purchased, is going through a minor delay in the shipping process. I am doing everything in my power to have it shipped to you ASAP and will continue to update you on the progress. Buyers always want to be in the loop. They always want to know what's going on, and this is one way to do it. Thank you for your patience and understanding. This way you'll get less cases on eBay on where my item is, didn't get my item, and so forth. All right, so we have a nice message here that I just created for every time I have a late shipping and I want to send my buyer a message that his shipping, that the product is going to arrive a little bit late. So we're also going to give the snippet also a small short code. So every time you type in that short code or that hashtag, it's going to automatically load up that message. So in this case, we'll call it late shipping. Now I'm going to click on add, and the late shipping snippet was created. So now when I click on these 3 lines, you will see that I also have the late shipping here. If I click on the 3 dots, I can continue editing the snippet, or I can delete it or I can click to use it. And that is it. The message just got preloaded right here, and that is how simple it is to also use snippets, which is very good for saving your time on recurring messages or recurring answers that you are sending to your buyers. So once again, take care of your customers, utilize our customer support management system. It'll make your life much easier and much more automated to save you the most amount of time. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to always stay updated on all of the latest and all of the hottest topics that we have coming out in the dropshipping world, with new features coming out all of the time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the future videos.